Hi everyone, my name is Jingcheng, and today I will be sharing my independent research project on the relationship between gratitude and happiness. This topic is deeply connected to both my academic and personal life. As a psychology student and as someone who wants to become a counselor, I have always been fascinated by how emotions can change the way we see the world. And gratitude, in particularly, is a small habit that seems simple, but it can completely reshape how we experience our lives. Today, I will take you on a journey through what gratitude means, how it affects happiness, what research says about it, and how we apply it in real life. In modern life, we face constant pressure, social comparison, uncertainty about the future, and emotional burnout. Not everyone has access to therapy or time for long meditation practices, but gratitude is something everyone can practice. It's free, simple, and supported by science. When I first started this project, I wanted to understand whether gratitude really changed people's well being, or if it's just something people say to sound positive. The answer surprised me. Gratitude doesn't just make people feel good, it helps them think differently. It rewires how we interpret the world around us, allowing us to focus less on what's missing and more on what's meaningful. So, what exactly is gratitude? It's much more than just saying thank you. Gratitude is a mindset, a way of seeing and approaching it what already exists in our lives. Researchers describe two types: internal gratitude, when we feel thankful inside, and external gratitude, when we express that feeling to others. Over time, this mindset builds emotional balance. Instead of reacting to negative events automatically, grateful people pause, reflect, and often interpret challenges as opportunity for growth. That's why gratitude is often called a psychological buffer. It helps protect our mental health from stress and emotional exhaustion. My, my independent project focused on one main question: how does gratitude influence happiness and well being? To explore this, I reviewed 5 academic studies and one cross-cultural researcher's paper on how gratitude affects emotional health. The studies came from journals like Psychology, Esteem, and the Internal Journal of Positive Psychology. By comparing findings across different populations, college students, adults, and even children, I could see both the strengths and the limits of gratitude as a tool for happiness. Across all studies, there's a constant finding: gratitude improves happiness. It doesn't erase pain, but it changes the lens through which people experience life. For example, Sensor and Sensor 2010 found that gratitude helps people manage stress and strengthen relationships. Denzel et al. 2023 reviewed over 40 interventions and found significant decrease in depression and anxiety after short gratitude programs. Kirka 2023 discovered that expressing gratitude leads to higher life satisfaction for both teenagers and adults. In short, gratitude doesn't only make people feel good. It reshapes thinking patterns, encouraging optimism and empathy. So, why does gratitude So how does gratitude work? It's not just emotional. It's cognitive. Gratitude changes how our brain processes experience. When we regularly notice what's going right, we're training the brain to seek balance instead of threat. This doesn't mean ignore pain or pretending everything's fine. It means acknowledging the good alongside the difficult. That small shift builds resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges. Emotionally, gratitude strengthens social bonds. When we express appreciation, we remind others that their actions matter. This mutual recognition is one of the deepest forms of human connection. Now, let's talk about something especially interesting: culture. Gratitude and happiness look different around the world. According to Lopez and Prevey and colleagues 2021, children in Western countries often describe happiness in terms of achievement and independence. But in Eastern or collectivist cultures like China or Japan, happiness is often about relationships, harmony, and belonging. So, when we design gratitude interventions, culture matters. In some cultures, writing a gratitude journal might feel personal and private. In others, expressing thanks to teachers or family is more nature and powerful. The most beautiful part about gratitude is its flexibility. It works in everyday life. In therapy, gratitude express help clients focus on progress rather than problems. In schools, gratitude journal can strengthen empathy among students and improve classroom climate. In workplace, gratitude messages can increase motivation and cooperations. Even small gestures like thanking a colleague or writing down 3 good things every night can build long-term emotional balance. It's not about ignoring challenges, it's about learning to see both sides of life. Let's share 2 examples that shows gratitude in action. First, in one study, people who kept a gratitude journal for 2 weeks reported higher happiness and lower irritability. Second, a workplace experiment found that employees who received thank you notes from managers felt more motivated and valued. But beyond data, gratitude helps people pause and see themselves differently. It opens emotional space for humility and acceptance, key qualities in mental health and relationships. Of course, gratitude is not a magic cure. The impact depends on the individual, personality, and situation. For instance, people going through trauma or depression may find gratitude difficult at first. It might even feel forced. That's why future research should explore more long-term and culturally sensitive interventions. We need to understand how gratitude works differently for different people and when it's most effective. This research didn't just teach me about psychology, it changed the way I live. As someone preparing to become a counselor, I realized gratitude is more than an emotion. It's a practice of awareness. It teaches us to see others with kindness and ourselves with patience. In my future work, I want to integrate gratitude into counseling sessions especially with clients struggling with low self-esteem or stress, because sometimes healing doesn't start with solving problems, it's starting with noticing that's still good. To wrap up, gratitude is not just a word or a feeling. It's a small habit that slowly transforms how we see the world. It turns daily chaos into perspective, stress into clarity, and isolation into connections. As one quote says, gratitude turns what we have into enough. And I truly believe that. That's the essential of well-being, knowing that happiness is not about having more, but about seeing more. Here is a reference. Thank you for listening.